what is difference between group by and partition by in SQL. In this database, we have table like this. From this table, I will show you how does group by and partition by class works. For that, first let me write the query. After that, I will explain step by step. Department. So many of us write query like this, but it doesn't work. I will show you why. Once we execute this query, we get error here. Why? Because whatever the columns we selected here, that should be also there in group by class. Otherwise, we get error. So because of that, we got error. After remove those columns, so now we got the result. We have to remember that thing when we are going to use group by class. Now I will show you how does it works. This is our original table, right? After applying group by class, first it divides departments into different groups. We can see here, first it divides sales department, second engineering department, third one is the marketing department. Once it divides like that, it will calculate the average of the each department. We can see here 90,000 is the average salary of the sales department. 1,15,000 is the average salary of the engineering department. 82,500 is the average salary of the marketing department. So group by class divides like that. After that, finally it gives us like this. We can see here for sales department 90,000 is the average salary. For engineering department 1,15,000 is the average salary. For marketing department 82,500 is the average salary. So that is nothing but group by class. Next thing, partition by class. First let me write the query. After that I will explain step by step. Select employee ID, department, salary, average salary over partition by department as from. Once we execute this query, we get result like this. I will show you how does it works. This is our original table, right? After applying partition by class, in first partition it will calculate the average salary of the sales department. In second partition it will calculate the average salary of the engineering department. In third partition it will calculate the average salary of the marketing department. After completion of that, it will gives us in result table like this. We can see here partition by class doesn't collapse any rows. It keeps all rows as it is, whatever the columns we have in the original table. But additionally it added department average salary. We can see here for sales department it added 90,000. For engineering department it added 1,15,000. For marketing department it added 82,500. So that is nothing but partition by class. But we can see here group by class reduce the rows. Actually we have in original table we have 9 rows, but after using group by class we got here only 3 rows. So that is the group by class. So finally we can say group by class combines multiple rows of the same department into single column by reducing rows, where partition by class groups all rows logically without collapse any rows. So that is the difference between group by class and partition by class. So finally we can see here, this is the result of group by class. This is the result of partition by class. Here group by class reduces 9 rows into 3 rows. But here partition by class doesn't collapse any rows. It keeps all rows, whatever the rows we have in original table. So that is the difference between group by class and partition by class.